Hello, YouTube! I'm Unca Crunk, just your standard issue purple monster of a certain age who plays games on the internet. In the previous episode of Phoenix Wright, while Phoenix, Maya, and Pearl were attending the Grand Prix and awaiting a press conference by the winner, the Nickel Samurai, an actor from a competing show, the Jammin' Ninja, one Kurita was murdered. While poking our noses into things, as we're wont to do, Maya was led away by an alleged bellhop and never returned because she's been kidnapped. And the ransom is the acquittal of the suspect, in this case, Matt on guard, who plays the Nickel Samurai. Interestingly enough, the press conference was to be given by the Nickel Samurai in costume, where he would confess something. And Matt had no idea this press conference was happening. So now, because the kidnapper has decreed that we have to get this acquittal in only one trial day, we begin our first and only day of investigation. March 21st, 11:34 a.m., Wright & Company Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So now what should we do?
Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. On Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Sure, why not? Since there were no Cyclops, then that means we can trust Mr. On Guard to be innocent.
I really feel much better knowing that. Ever since last night, I was so worried that I kept wondering, what if he is the real killer? What then?
Hey, I have something I want to ask you, Pearls.
Okay, what is it?
Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? I mean, she and I don't have anything special go...
What do you mean? But I thought you and Mr. Maya were... I've been mistaken all this time? No way!
Ah! She really wasn't kidding. Pearls actually believes Maya and I are... maybe I should have just left it alone.
Mr. Nick, stop it! Don't hide your true feelings from me.
Ah! She slapped me! Okay. Let's go to the hotel lobby. March 21st, Gate Order hotel lobby. Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't come in without...
Good morning.
Hold on! It's you! What is going on around here? I heard part 1 was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun, is what this is. Another Steel Samurai doing the most evil of deeds.
You know, that's, not entirely...
I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of ones. Why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since I was a little girl, that class hamster, and the other kids calling me the Queen Reaper, whoever in your name. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy.
Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said, because she was talking too fast.
Miss Oldback, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants! Yeah, I hate this woman. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes his heart go ba-dump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my one. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Hey, you're one to talk. Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. When I was a young maiden, I was so beautiful, but despite this, I dressed for a flower. Pearls, are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much.
Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today. Yeah, so I'm guessing Miss Oldback heard everything from Lotta. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. Yeah, I see. But, But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly.
But
I saw the most important moment of the night. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids these days. Please tell me, what did you see? Oh, come on. 4 Cyclops? The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Oh, great. Okay. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. Hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Ooh, lots of new stuff to look at, apparently. This sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy with how it blends together everything. Oh, no, this is exactly the same thing as yesterday. Okay, never mind.
Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
Lotta!
Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face.
What?
Arrest him. Put him on trial and find him guilty. Give him the death penalty.
What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling all right?
Looked here and there and up and down the mountain end, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! Camera! It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera.
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of crime? Hey, looky, here you are.
Yep, here I am. Faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
What are you on about? So, you lost your camera?
It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it, and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to, and he was real mean about it, too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's why I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie.
Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from a big scoop.
I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. Okay, Lotta's camera, very expensive item valued at $1,600. It was stolen around the time of the murder. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder.
Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Ongard was arrested.
What were you doing here?
You sure went to school, City Boy? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a story to be found, a big scoop to be had.
A big scoop.
I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
I wonder what scoop she was after this time.
Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time.
Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oh, come on. Only two of them.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer, can't be telling you that. Trade secret, no?
Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm glad someone around here is happy. Mrs. Lotta and your I rule smile. Damn it. Okay, yeah, that's probably just the same thing as yesterday. Let's check out On Guard's hotel room.
Where are we?
We're in Mr. Matt On Guard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Oh, hello. You are Mr. On Guard's lawyers, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer.
Wow.
It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Onguard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off to Mr. Nick.
I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. All right. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Onguard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What'd you eat? I told you I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. Yeah, I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the awards show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No. I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Onguard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corrida. And that's when you found his body, isn't it?
You really held strong through everything.
Yeah. She does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Ongard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could have chosen you as his lawyer.
Why did she have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, all right?
I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Ongard's manager. Oh, it's manager! Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. Oh, I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly.
You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya.
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. Buy you a juice later, all right?
Yeah.
I guess we will look around a little bit. It looks like dishes were left over from dinner, and for two at that.
I'm sure they're Mr. Ongard and Mr. Andrew's plates.
It looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here.
I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled. It's probably Mr. Ongard's suitcase. For someone who was only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here.
Stars really are different from us, aren't they?
That's the bedroom over there.
That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here.
Oh yeah, you probably sleep on a futon, don't you? Well, we've already spoken about Mr. Ongard. How about Mr. Kurita? Did you know the victim, Mr. Kurita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all.
Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai?
Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. Good? I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. Oh, also, we might have found our smart person. She must know why one Kurita was killed. Do you have any ideas? As to why Mr. Kurita was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Nope. Again! Alright, how many does she have? 4! Ms. Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Oh, good grief.
Is it a sight clock, Mr. Nick?
Yes. There's getting to be more and more of these lately. You know, gotta really lean on the new mechanic. Well, let's go check out Kurita's room. That's a lot of teddy bears.
Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. One Karita's room, Pearls.
Mr. Karita?
The victim. Which makes this a crime scene, too. Oh, it's you. So, what happened? The kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Onguard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know. But you gotta keep it quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy.
Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good, now would we?
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Really? Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. Okay, stabbed with a butter knife and something wrapped around his neck. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death with a butter knife. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Onguard's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Okay, so stabbed to death with a butter knife. Why was Mr. Onguard arrested? Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, One Karita, really put up a big fight. Oh. Yeah, one look at the crime scene can tell you that. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight his button came off. Mr. Onguard says something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There's a witness, pal. A witness? But who is it? That lady, Mrs. Oldbag. Oh, please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something around where the Vic was, that's a little off. Something that's a little off, as in, that's for you to figure out, pal.
All right, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
All right.
Wow, there are a lot of bears.
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. Pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma that the last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
The less said about that, the better. So, mini fridge. There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator.
The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty.
Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. Yeah, they're all vegetable juices. Guess he must have been a real health nut.
Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam, too.
Maybe red was his favorite color? Laptop.
It's so messy here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please.
Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
You know what a watch is.
Oops, for a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. It's a suitcase. There's so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Kurita?
Possibly. Is that a rice cooker? It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much.
There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright?
Found next to the victim. It's filled with tomato juice. No sign it's been drunk. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar's not here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show?
But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Gem and Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet. But it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. It says water, isn't it?
Okay, apparently it is water. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Kurita fought his assailant.
What are these bits of glass from?
Flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
Nope. It looks like Mr. Kurita had dinner last night.
This bottle is tomato juice.
We had a lot of food at the award show last night. I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this.
So that's a bed, right?
Yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Ah, Mr. Nick is so soft.
Big beds must be a rarity for her. And she might be lucky to even get a futon. Okay, I guess that's everything. I don't see anything else. No, nothing else to talk about, apparently. Okay, So, about this wine glass. Oh, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Ms. Von Common noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Ms. Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Oh crap. What's that? Oh, I think that means Ms. Von Karma is approaching.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Ms. Von Karma!
Yeah.
For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops up out of nowhere and with me. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Ah!
At last, you all reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change?
So, you're the type to steal the information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. How? Hey, don't you dare run away, Scruffy McChinchcoat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Blah! Detective, come over here for a second. I feel better knowing that at least you were man enough to face your punishment.
He was so scared he just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine.
Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you?
What? Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin.
Yes, sir.
This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Now, what is she throwing me now?
What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, all right? And if you can, try not to let Ms. Von Karma see you. Okay, what did she just give me? Okay, it didn't end up in the court record. Did it? No. Oh, it's on the table.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
Paper's got Mr. Carita's name written on it, so it's an autograph.
I can't read it all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
Oh, it's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says, "To my dearest Wendy," in more normal letters here?
This sloppy, unwinnable writing is crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Okay. So this is something I need to give to Old Bag. Let's see now. Okay, I got nothing for you. Oh. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Ah, Mr. Powers. Have you been here the entire time? Yeah. People connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Oh. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time, there are 3 samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in Neo Old Tokyo. What?
I see. Wait.
A love what?
A love why? This girl, Sayo, works at a tea shop and all three guys fall for her at the same time.
Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the three brothers colliding over this one girl.
Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader.
Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet, times 3.
Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with office ladies. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo, does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm going to stop watching Kiss Masterpiece Theater and starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. So, what's the Jammin' Ninja TV show like?
It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway.
What?
He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things at all. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm.
A ninja with a bright red guitar.
And then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3.
Oh, that's too bad for him.
Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. Jammin', the Jammin' Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
What show should I watch?
I can't believe she's really considering it. I'm gonna need to get a VCR apparently. Okay. Oh, hang on. Do you know her?
Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's the best manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little.
So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Ms. Andrews?
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now.
A rumor?
If you're interested, I'll be glad to share what I know.
He's so happy. He looks like a lion that just found his next meal. Okay. Would you mind telling me about this gossip?
So you are interested in it. I figured you would be.
Yeah.
I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too.
Oh, really? You too, huh?
Yeah, so take a look at this.
Looks like a tabloid Ms. Oldbag would read. All right, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous?
To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Ms. A.A. You see now, don't you?
What?
You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. One Karita didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA...
Oh, Adrian Andrews.
Yeah, exactly. This is big news.
But Seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client?
It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Mr. Powers looks so happy.
Earls is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling.
Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
All right, an article from the tabloid Gossipland. Hey. Moving on. Okay, I have something for Ms. Zoldbag. Where'd it go? There it is.
I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you.
Ah, she's clamming up like the old clam she is.
Please, anything would be helpful.
Well then, how about I tell you my measurements?
No. That's okay, really.
She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick?
I know.
Oh,
Okay. No, I have to present the Magatama first. Get a start on this anyway.
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
Then please, tell us what you saw.
But, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you young'uns' expense. I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? All right, I'll give you what you want.
That's one's autograph.
Yes, it is.
And it even says, "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Obag, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Wendy. But somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it.
Oh, please, give it to me. Give me. Let me have it, please.
Can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange?
Oh. Wow. She must really want this autograph.
My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Miss Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart, all for my dearest one.
Okay. Thought I'd have to get 4 different things. Autograph given to Wendy Dearest. Okay, tell me what you witnessed.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of one's room.
You're kidding.
oh no.
It was about 10 minutes before one's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business.
And? Did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of him, maybe more.
Gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part of it at the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
But Mr. Unca hasn't done anything bad.
I don't care about details like that. I know he did, my dear poor one in. I just do. A yellow-bellied chicken.
A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like.
I trust my sisters. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
What did Mr. Ungard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. Ungard do to you to make you so?
You don't know. That guy! He framed my one! He created that scandal that plagues poor one!
Mr. Nick,
What is it?
what's the scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay?
Poor one, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Oh.
Mr. Nick, what the vials and wild temperature, what's it mean?
Ah!
How about we just listen to what Ms. Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Mrs. Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved a girl onto one on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
But the lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make one lose face. That girl drove one into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Ms. Oldbag?
I'm one of one's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. Ungard did what you said he did?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so.
Yeah, of course, a tabloid.
Next week, does that mean there's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Ms. Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Let's see. I wonder if Lotta knows anything about this. Ooh, I bet I know what I can do. You were on the hunt for your big scoop last night?
It's just a bunch of tabloid photos. They ain't got nothing to do with the murder.
All right.
It looks like we have no choice but to remove the Cyclops.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, so, present. Oh, no. Makatama. I might need to find her camera before I can actually get this out of her. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you, didn't I? For my scoop.
What I want to know about are the details of this scoop.
That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter.
All right, then. An unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, a lot of heart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between one Karita and this person? Oh, a profile, not the tabloid. Okay.
This woman.
She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ungard's manager.
Yeah.
The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it?
You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup.
Backup?
Yeah. You gotta have that's what is it? What's it? News sauce.
You mean news source?
That's it. So show me something that shows that one guy had something with Ms. Andrews.
Okay, well, that's going to be the tabloid. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous? to the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Ms. A.A.
Ah!
Mr. Kurita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. On-Guard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials AA. You saw this article, then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Kurita's door last night.
Blah!
Yay, unlock successful. You were looking into Mr. Kurita and Ms. Andrews' affair, weren't you?
You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting.
But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news.
What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? Ain't no proof of nothing. People gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up with a little and have myself an exclusive story.
Wow, Lotta. Nice journalistic integrity you got there.
I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, is gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me.
You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Okay. Well, now what? Okay, maybe it's time to go talk to Gumshoe. Wait, how do I leave? Oh, okay, like this. Hey, March 21st, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey, so he came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. But, can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So, what do you mean the evidence is airtight? Can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces.
Two?
And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest.
Oh, okay.
That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. On Guard. It's a very large button. Yup, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is? The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Matt Engod's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Ms. Obag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well, I know you even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down. Trust me. Yeah, well, Ms. Oldback saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Engard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way. No way.
Let's see. How about... Yeah, we're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Kurita? But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide.
What? It's suicide.
Her name was Celeste Impacts. And she was one Kurita's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Ms. Impacts was Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Ms. Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
A mentor?
A woman who was both Mr. Kurita's manager and Ms. Andrews' mentor. Did her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about it, pal?
Yes, please.
She was the victim's manager and was also Ms. Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence. Oh, crap. Ah!
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
Miss Von Karma. Miss Von Karma.
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean...
I do, Sclaffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's...
Wait! Please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll...
Quiet! If it weren't for traitors like you...
Is this who we better be who I think it is. I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Oh! That voice!
Edward! Edward!
Hi! Hi, how you doing? You look good. You look a little angry, but that's hi. Hi. It's been a long time, right?
This person, this is Mr. Edgeworth.
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Francisca.
How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon that? You soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are.
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. Well, that's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Still the same wild mare she always was.
But you're back. You're back. I don't care. You're back.
Hi. Again. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Thank you, Mr. Nick.
I never wanted to see you again. Well, you know. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance.
Damn it!
Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy. Not to mention one-sided. Wait, really? You don't hate me? Well, that's nice to hear. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What? What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you.
Really?
I am not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside that beautiful head of his? Yeah, let's ask about this. A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reasons you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? Oh, to think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. But I'm still happy to see you. I see. And let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason?
Really?
Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy or whatever. Or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there's still a lot you have to learn. A lot I have to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. But me, okay, hang on. Let's see. All right, okay. What do you know about this? This woman is another key to solving this case. Yeah, I thought so. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Carita's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impax died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. But there is still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just went vanished, huh? Okay, let's see, what else? Let's ask about that.
Yes, okay.
Ms. Impact's death was most certainly suicide. Of that, there is no mistake. However, we could not find a suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. A suicide note? No, a body. Yes, the suicide note. But how do you know Ms. Impacts had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. One Kurita himself.
What? The victim?
He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Kurita hid his own manager's suicide note. But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway.
Part 1?
Okay, deceased. Celeste Impacts, found by One Kurita. Was her suicide note hidden?
Hang on.
What? Oh, I guess that's all there is to it. Crap. Okay, well, can you tell me something about this? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here is the second part.
Oh, thank you.
The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name is Adrian Andrews.
Oh. Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Ms. Andrews? Dependent? Yeah, talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Alright, no. Oh, the second part. Let's present the second part. Wait, what? What?
What?
Oh, crap. Okay, I guess that's all we have to do with Miles for now. All right, we haven't talked to Matt yet, so let's go talk to him.
Oh, lawyer dude. So, what'd you find out?
Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating.
I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude.
All right, can you tell me about your activities last night?
After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume.
Wait, this is the same thing as yesterday. Damn it. Nice, skip. Okay, how about... Tell me about your manager.
That's my manager. Did you meet her?
Yeah.
What do you think? Strong woman, right? She takes good care of me.
You're such a mama's boy. Okay. Well, that didn't help. How about... Oh, her.
What's wrong?
How much do you know?
And what do you mean, how much?
Mr. Lawyer, I may be your client, but I hope you will keep yourself out of my personal life.
No, I would never...
No, if you'll excuse me, I have a lunch appointment I have to keep.
You're in detention! Who in the world are you going to eat with, the security guard?
Mr. Nick.
Oh, the Celeste Impacts lady. Somehow I get the feeling she is a very important person in all of this. Well, damn. Wait, what? What? I want to go back to the hotel. Oh, okay. Okay, let's talk to Celeste about her mentor.
Looks like Miss Andrews isn't here.
Damn, that's not good. Still have a few questions I want to ask her.
She has a thigh clock on her heart, right?
Well, we don't have much of a choice. I guess we'll have to come back later. Damn. Damn and blast. What am I missing? Oh, for crying out loud! Why did you put the new thing that I have to ask about on top? Okay, dependent nature. What's this about Ms. Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempted suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will, but why was she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. But why would that?
Is this what they call following someone to the grave?
After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. Ah! And that's the nature of her dependency on others? When Celeste Impacts suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Okay, attempted suicide report added. Alright, now I think we can go talk to Ms. Andrews.
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Francisca von Karma.
Miss Von Karma?
What are you doing here?
Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You've got some nerve following me around.
Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls? You're not wrong, but still.
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl.
What? Is that a tracking... Did you put a tracking device on...
What is that?
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move.
So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for the poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Angelus,
Yes?
think hard about what we just discussed. Understood?
All right. What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews, she seemed a little dazed, doesn't she?
Okay, so... All right. We'll start with this. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. No. Okay. Wait a minute. Magatama. Why was one Kurita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Ungard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Kurita. You were not that close. That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good with being intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. You and Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. You see, however, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? Oh, what's her name? Celeste. Celeste Impacts, your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? Ms. Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was one Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker or a putrid third-rate tabloid. Ms. Andrews? There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Suicide report. Ms. Impax's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita. One? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impax was someone very special to you. Ms. Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life. Ms. Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend. You were dependent on Ms. Impax, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said that the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Ms. Impax's note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Ms. Andrews, seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Kurita dead. Me? Ms. Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth.
Miss Andrews?
This one thing is the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret, mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was one Kurita. Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, Where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposefully add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. But I'd like for you to keep it a secret.
Miss Andrews?
If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. All right, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that little card in her hand since a little while back.
That card. Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
Huh? Oh, this?
I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. On Guard in your capable hands. You didn't have to put air quotes around that. Oh. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
What about Miss Maya? Is she all right?
Oh, Pearls, she looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Well, let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh, no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine, I really am.
You don't look fine to me. Okay. Back to the office we go, I guess.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Ms. Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impact's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Mr. Nick, the Twin Seaver.
Hello? Wright and Company Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Ew.
Which is why, I suppose, she is absolutely famished.
What?
So I suggest you win a quick quittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well.
Ask my...
Maya, is that you?
Sis! Ask my sis!
Maya! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off.
Miss Maya says ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that? Oh, come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Dude, Mia. Sorry. Ah! Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. Oh, okay. How's Maya? She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left, and I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And she didn't see the face of her attacker. It's the bellhop. Ah! Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. Oh! Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. Trap! It's locked. This door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. Ah, that's it. A shell card. I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried. To be continued in the next episode. To the outro! So, yeah. Seems I was right about Adrian being the smart person that the kidnapper said was framing Matt. Speaking of the kidnapper, when did that scene of Maya escaping the wine cellar take place? Oh, right, the seashell cards. What the heck is all that about? Anywho, the trial starts in the next episode, so I guess we'll find out then. In the meantime, up here's a playlist of my Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc playthrough, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!